Hi, my name is Fatur Kaimuddin and I am a student of Faculty of Medicine International Class of Universitas Erlangga. In this video, I'm gonna tell you all you need to know about Harvard-style referencing. First, I'm gonna tell you about the history of Harvard-style referencing. This is gonna get boring quick, so I'm just gonna breeze through it. First, there's this guy who's called Edward Lawrence Mark, who is a zoologist in Harvard University. In 1881, he wrote a paper on the embryogenesis of a garden slug in which he included an author date citation in parentheses. That's Harvard style on page 194, the first known instance of such a reference. Okay, that's cool, Fatur, but what exactly is Harvard style of referencing? Well, first, you need to know what referencing is. Referencing is a way to incorporate other people's work to your own without infringing copyrights by acknowledging the source of information. This is typically done in two ways. First, citation in the body of the text, and bibliography or reference list in the end of your writing. Citation is a brief data regarding the source of information. Typically found in the body of the text, citation acts as a pointer for the reader to find the details in the reference list. Next is the reference list itself, which gives the readers details about the source so they could find them themselves if necessary, found in the end of an essay. Great! Now we got that out of the way, we can now talk about the Harvard style referencing itself. Also known as the parenthetical referencing, is a reference style which uses the following. Partial citations, which are enclosed within parentheses and are embedded in the text either within or after a sentence for the citations, or an alphabetized list of detailed citations in the end section, usually titled references or reference list for the references. Here, I'm gonna talk about the Harvard style of citation first. For one author, we can just write the name, followed by the year in brackets for the paraphrase, and for direct quotations, we also add the page from which we acquired the quote. For two authors, you just basically add another name in the format. Notice how the formats differ in this one. For the paraphrase, we use the word and for the direct quotations, we use the ampersand symbol. For three or more authors, you can just put the phrase et al. After the first author. Side note, in the three or more authors, for the direct quotation, I put the double P symbol which indicates that it's a page range. It's not unique to three or more authors, it's just that I put it there for more information. That's it for the citation. Now we're moving on to the Harvard style of reference list. In Harvard style, we have different format for different sources. Here, I'm going to talk about three sources: books, journal articles, and websites. Before talking about all of that, I want to talk about author first, as it's the first component of a reference list. The rule is the author's last name is always first, and then a comma, and then followed by the initial. The format for one author is like this, and for the two authors, you just basically add the name. Three authors, you just stack another one, and for 4+ authors, you use the phrase et al. Now we can move on to the first source, which is books. Books follow this format, and this is the example, and it's pretty straightforward. You just follow the format like this. Also, don't forget the commas, the points, and the colon. Side note, the city mentioned here is the location of a publisher's headquarters, not where the author is based. Moving on, we have journal articles. Journal articles follows this format, and then this is an example. The format goes author surname, initial, year in brackets, article title in apostrophe, journal name in italics, volume, followed by issue in brackets, and then this PP symbol, and then page range. This is the example color-coded accordingly. Last but not least, we have websites. Websites follows this format, and this is an example, and we have a side note. The reference list for pages without a clearly identified author can use the name of the relevant site or organization instead. Here, in the example, I use Google for the author's surname and initial. Notice how I also used the full website, including the weird symbol at the end, as the format states that you need to put the full URL. Great! That's all the reference list sources. Now you can make your own citation today. Wait, one small problem. My source doesn't have a date, and also doesn't have an author. What do I do? It's okay, I got you covered. So first, in the citation, we can just put the ND symbol or the no date, like my examples here and here. And for the no author, you can just use the title of the book or use the appropriate corporate source, like Google, Wikipedia, or here where I use the title How to Cite. For the reference list, for no date, you can just put no date in brackets, like this. And for no author, you can either write the title of the book like my first example, or Wikipedia in the second example, as the appropriate corporate source. Is that all? Well, we still have one more thing, so just bear with me. It's called secondary referencing. It is used when you're referencing a source cited elsewhere, but without access to the original text. You could probably say it like a second-hand citation. For secondary referencing, the in-text citations are written in these formats, using the word as cited. For the reference list, you have to put the one citing the information, not the one cited. In this example, Smith is cited by Brown. Therefore, in the reference list, you have to put Brown's full bibliography instead of Smith's. Alright, we have finally reached the end. Thank you all for watching. And that was everything, yes everything, you needed to know about Harvard-style referencing. If you do enjoy this video, please leave a like, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.